What's over there?
Avocet. Right in front of the hide. So it's a rainy day. Rainy days, not the best birding days in general, but I've come down to my local nature reserve because on a day like today you don't want to go somewhere like if it, you know, a day trip out to like Dorset or Norfolk or something on a day like today, but you still want to get out the house. So this is what local nature reserves are for. Get out the house and see what's about. Now we've still got the tail end of Storm Dennis plaguing the UK with showers, and as you can see at the moment it is raining rather nicely, but don't let that put you off, because that's not all that comes into play. And I'm actually arrived now and it's about an hour before high tide, so fingers crossed, if it's a big enough tide, that's the only thing I haven't checked, it will push the waders off of the estuary and onto the marshes that we've got here, and we can still see some nice things. And you know what, if they don't turn up, well, it's good to get out the house, and even in weather like this, you know, you can have a good day, good birding and that general thing. So I'm going to go out now and have a look around, see what I can find. Definitely not bird-less. Hi, right, so, okay, things are a bit quiet, but we have been trying something new out here. So I've got my phone attached to my telescope. One thing I'm trying to do, especially on Instagram, is if I click on here, you go into live view. Your video will be available soon. No, that's not what I want. So come back out, sorry. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, it's messing me around for some reason. Okay, yeah. So we get into live view. You flick across until you get to live, and then we hit this button here, and then you guys can see what I'm seeing, which is pretty cool. My battery's getting a bit low, which is not great. And then you can pull it in. And there you go. And as you can see here, we've got some widgeon feeding on the bank there, Canada goose at the top. And yeah, it's part of the thing that I'm doing. So I'll end that live view. Cancel. Oh, end, sorry. End video. Delete video. Because there's a test one just for you guys to see. But yeah, that's another thing I'm doing when things are a bit slower and want to make some footage. So we're going to move on from this side now. We've had a little play around with our camera and see what we can find in the seawall hide, as planned.
What's over there?
Avocet. Right in front of the hide. Frustrating. Okay, so we're in the final hide now. The sea was very high, as you could tell, and there was some avocet, but they flew away before we got to the hide, unfortunately. But we also had curlew, and we've got a single red shank out there, so it's not quite a invasion of waders off of the estuary, but they did come up because of the high tide. What could cause them not to come in bigger numbers? the water level here is pretty high at the moment. Maybe they just don't feel safe enough with the land that they do have here to settle on. Could be predation. There's a peregrine that comes here quite regularly and sits out on the islands. So there could be numerous reasons why the waders didn't pick here to settle while the tide was up high. A few of them did, but not the numbers I was hoping for. But that's birding, you know, like you got to take punts and guesses about whether things are going to pay off. And another day could come here and you may very well have had big numbers of waders and wildfowl, but it's not today. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there and have a little bit longer looking, see if there's anything else we can find, and head home after that, because the light's going to be going soon. We're coming into late afternoon now. Okay, back at the car. We didn't see that much. I certainly couldn't get any pictures or video, which is a real shame, because what waders there were constantly moving, and by the time we left I actually was relying on my camera phone that I was showing you to take video footage, but the battery ran out. So schoolboy error. I'll know in the future that the battery chews for it quite quickly, so next time hopefully I won't do that. But anyway, it was quiet, there wasn't much about. It's February, it's kind of to be expected, and yeah, but don't let that put you off. Come out anyway, because who knows what you can see, and it's just nice to get out of the house at the end of the day, and that's what it's all about. Also, when you do have days like this, and you can even get months like this, or even whole winter periods where there's not much going on, when things start to pick up, it just feels so much better because you've put in the effort to see the birds. So there you go, that's my lesson to you. It's not all win-win-win. Sometimes it's a lot of work to get what you want to see. So I'm going to go now, and I hope you have a pleasant day.